of Focus, episode 16, with my main man Sharp, bro.
Episode 16. You know what a 16 is, right?
Or what?
What's the number? What's the letter? 16th letter in the alphabet?
16th. I have no idea.
P.
P. Oh, yo.
Yeah, we set that up. You feel me? Hey, but look, man.
You see how the stars align.
My man's been asking for ice. You know, I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but we had some, you know, gifts for Sharp. You know, we know you like to drink the blue bottles, so you know, we just appreciate you.
Hey, man, this right here is love right here, man. You know, because y'all didn't have to do it. I'm just happy to be here. Because listen, homie,
And we got ice.
And before I get to cussing out, because I know how that goes, but I'll say it like this: I really mess with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really mess with y'all, man. I try to support, like I said, I try to support everybody that's got something going on from around our camp, homie. So you know what I'm saying? This should let y'all know, like I really do play for the squad.
No, we appreciate you too, bro. So this is just a token of our appreciation.
This was, hey man, this was love right here, man.
And we got the ice.
And
We had
you
to
got
get
the
the
fucking
ice.
ice.
We got half a bag.
We got half a bag of ice.
Sharp, welcome to Out of Focus.
Let's fucking go here. I'll pour you on up.
All right, we back after this minor,
Get it.
Incident.
clean up on aisle 16. You feel me?
Get it, right?
But we're back with my guy Sharp. How to bring the blue Bel Air specifically,
Yes,
because
yes.
if you know Sharp, you know he's pulling up with either a bottle of rosé, regardless of bottle of rosé. It's either the blue one, pink one, black one.
Yeah. No, I haven't done no black ones, but I have been on that Vouv lately, man. That platinum bottle.
The silver one, right?
The silver one, man.
With the gold top?
Yeah, you see, I've been popping up with that motherfucker
that.
lately, man. You know, we moving on up, man. But I still do love Bel Air, man. I love them, man. Shout out to Bel Air. For real.
I just remember being in the office.
Hella bottles of it.
Hella bottles. Hey, but then when Sharp came in, I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can taste the blue one. I never seen the blue one. Pour me up a cup of the blue.
And it was over. It was
It's been
all it
history
took.
ever since, man. We've been sipping blue all day, bro. So you know how to bring it. But shit, man, you coming off some viral moments right now, bro.
Yeah.
The whole Kelpy situation and shit. How you feel about that?
You know,
Because we were there filming it.
Yeah.
I was sitting right
It was an
there.
interesting day.
To be real with you, bro, like I felt like it was necessary. It was super necessary, just because, you know, it's some, you know what I'm saying, some backstreet shit. You know what I'm saying? That, like, if you didn't know, this isn't like stats for nerds, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, what I did that for the streets, homie. Like, that's what really happens in real life. If you can't even take a chopping like that, or you ain't gonna be about shit. And I felt like he just sat there. He was just there for the clout. And, you know, me and him talked, bro. I talked to him after all that. I talked to him the other night, actually. And, you know, he just a kid, dog. Like, he don't know no better. But
sure.
like I said, when you come and play an adult game, you're going to get adult shit your way. So I don't like to hear people try to say he's just a kid, but he is just a kid. You know what I'm saying? But when you're coming and playing this game, bro, it's an adult sport.
Yeah.
I didn't know kids played it.
Right. You can't try and play that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you 18, 19. If that's what you're playing, that's what you're playing. You got to take all the consequences that come with that shit.
Right.
There's no passes because you're 19.
Yeah.
You don't get certain passes, no certain timeouts.
So you feel like he was trying to claim a lifestyle that he really wasn't? That was like the
I
main.
don't feel like I know he was claiming a lifestyle that he's not really about. And he knows that. He was trying to do that shit for his SoundCloud career, which I get it, or whatever. Like, you was trying to do that, do something for your music, but I just felt like that was the wrong approach. That was really the wrong approach. You can go on Soft White Underbelly, you know what I'm saying? You're on there. You bring these two little knuckleheads with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even look like no work to me, bro. Like, they look like they need to go home. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, well, you know, they like being like that, no nails and a little stringy hair and shit like that. But yeah, but that's not appeasing to somebody who's spinning with them.
Yeah.
They're not gonna look at that bitch looks dirty. You know what I'm saying? Clean up your act, man. Like, but that's all it really was, though, was an act for him. That shit was an act, and there's some people that really live like this, homie.
You feel like you got through to him?
I feel like I did. I felt like I got through to him when we did the conversation off camera.
And that was after?
That was
you
after
said
the
you
other
had,
night.
You had a phone call before.
I had a phone call with him before we even went on.
Yeah.
Before we even had, like, we even did the, you know what I'm saying, on No Jump or whatever, Sharp Tank. So before all that, we had a conversation. I was kind of on him then. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to see you. I don't want too much of a conversation because I want it to be organic when I see your ass. Nigga, I don't want you to try to play save face and try to get cool. No, nigga, we'll be cool afterwards. But right now, you got to get this chopping, homie. And it was very real and it was very organic. That's how I felt about it. And I still feel about that. I still feel the same, even though it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I would still feel the same. I mean, like, I'm standing on that.
Right.
And I hope he can respect that. And I'm sure he does.
He fucked up when he brought his mom. Let's be real.
Yeah, he said my mom drove me here.
I ain't never.
I was wondering who that was.
We had to turn the TV off so she couldn't watch it because he was like, I don't want my mom to see this. So that's why I was already like, oh, okay, so.
But if you're doing it, you're doing it. Your mom is like that's what I'm saying. It's all an act.
Yeah.
It's not like, come on, this shit it's not real, bro. This shit's a joke. Like, let's be real. That shit was a fucking joke. You didn't find him as a joke? Did he let me ask you this. And y'all ain't never played the game a day in your lives, right? But I'm going to ask you, did you smell anything like that on him?
That chain was blowing.
The coat.
Fuck the chain.
Once I seen the coat.
Fuck the chain. Fuck the coat. I'm talking about just him as an individual. When he spoke and opened his mouth, could you smell it on him?
No, because he had.
Met him.
You get what I'm saying?
But I understand what you're asking.
You know what I'm saying?
The characteristics.
It's characteristics.
The aura.
I'm looking past the clothes. Looking past the jacket and the chain.
I really had no idea what was going on, who bro was.
Yeah.
I just know he was pretty respectful, and he just sat down and he stayed there for whenever you were ready. You know what I'm saying? And usually for us, trying to get these people to sit down and wait for other people to come in and kind of
they got to do their little
do that
ritual.
dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of made the dance easy. So
I feel like it's like almost like an honor now by people to kind of get roasted by Sharp. It's like, you know, you get your...
They come for a grilling?
They come for a grilling and feel like it's going to take their career, this imaginary career somewhere. Like, I want people to know this, like, for No Jumper, like people that always try to inquire about, you know, coming and sitting down doing an interview. It doesn't mean you made it because you came and did an interview. So I think people, the viewers, need to know that. Like, that doesn't mean that you're going to be fucking on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I did a No Jumper interview. No, you just got to get some good. This should just be a milestone.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be you made it.
a lot of people approach you on that type of time.
They do. Like, man, I got a story. Hey, I can do this. Hey, I'm like, go get some more press.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you're telling me, like, my shit's real. People are fucking with me, and I go see you got 1,500 followers on your Instagram, and then on your YouTube. You know what I'm saying? For your music or whatever, you got 1,000 barely, 625.
Yeah, that's what I never understood either. It's like these artists come in and they do think this is going to be their big breaking point, and they don't have anything to talk about, or they just like, if your interview does bad on the channel, that doesn't do good for your artist's like brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
the low numbers don't help.
I just don't get that part, man. So that's why I try to tell, like, I just hope even viewers that's watching this, like, I hope they know, like, don't think that, like, once you get there, you've made it. No, it's just supposed to be a milestone. You're supposed to keep pushing.
Is this like a thing, a part of the game now for you, where you just have to, you know, give people the rundown or just kind of ignore people?
Yeah,
and like,
you got to.
Because now
man.
you have people approaching you in terms of you're like this gatekeeper, right? Who could like make or break their career. And really, I feel like this is all new to you in terms of just creating content
and having that power.
It's new to me.
Yeah.
You love it or do you hate it? Because it's a lot of bullshit with this shit. Let's be real.
Yes.
I love what it can do. I don't like what comes with it.
Well, because that leads me to my next point, right?
Yo, I feel like Sharp is undeniably good at making good points.
You know what I'm saying?
In a witty fashion.
I like what it can do. I just don't like the shitty perks that come with it.
Well, because I feel like I wanted to ask you this: Do you think the views can put you in a box? So like you have all these interviews, right? But you have the most notable ones are the one where you're spazzing on someone or yelling at someone, and that could kind of warp people's perception of like.
I'm so tired of people being pussies. It's always you're yelling. Why can't I just be passionate about my beliefs? Why don't you be just as passionate when you're speaking on your shit? Somebody might take you serious.
No, but
Let's be real.
I'm saying though,
somebody might take you serious. No, but I'm feeling you on this, Trev. But I'm just like, I'm so fucking sick, bro, of everybody. All you do is yell at people. No, I'm passionate, homie, and I fucking care.
I'm asking. I'm asking you. Do you feel like you have to spaz on people in order to like really run up the views?
No.
because I love the ones where there's a lot of sharp ones where it's just real game, but it feels like you are rewarded in a sense for spazzing on people. So it's one of those things where you're like, I love having this platform and being able to talk to people, but also it's like I feed some bullshit sometimes, and then it goes crazy, and then they just think you're only this, and I feel like that's something you might have to deal with, or you are dealing with.
Let's think about it. All right, I was talking about how many interviews I've dropped 50. There's 50 out. I still got another 8 pending, sitting back. I work my ass off, bro, to where I got work sitting just in case I can't be there. Hey, man, I got shit sitting. I already pre-planned. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I already got content like just ready to go. And I got 50 interviews out. I would want to say 9 of them are controversial, or like have some type of controversy in it, or just to me just a disagreement, man. We had a debate, the great debate. I'm just strong. Don't lose. Have some good points.
And it's very entertaining, you know what I'm saying?
Have some good points. But like, to be real with you, bro, I don't even like doing that shit. It just happens like that. Like, I don't know if people think like shit's scripted, but it's not. I was just saying that on another podcast. Like, it's not scripted, bro. Like, when my shit happens, it happens. That's just the way it goes. I'm not waking up like, hey, Laura, shout out to Laura too. I'm not like, hey, Laura, we gotta set me up a fucking controversial.
I gotta go crazy.
We gotta go crazy.
Yeah.
Give me some people in here to go crazy.
Well, that's what I was curious, if you feel like you're being forced into this box of just like, okay, this is what people want to see, and it's easy to just always try to do that or replicate that. You know what I'm saying?
They can force all they want to. It's not going to work. I haven't jumped in that box yet to where that's all I'm doing. That's why my work still speaks for it. If you go watch any of them, like I said, man, out of 50, there's 9 of them that got some spunk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, people always say he just yells at women. Now I yell at women and little kids.
They spun it.
They spun it, trying to say he yells at little kids. I'm like,
They're
get the fuck
shit
out of here, homie. All right, if that's the case, your parents ever yelled at you? If that's the case, because I'm like a fucking parent. Like I said, bro, I'm 35, dog. These kids be 19, 21, and I'm not taking nothing from nobody. But, dog, I came up in a different era, and I get it. It's 2022. I understand. Shit's changing. Shit changes. It's not like it was for y'all like it was for me at that age. You know what I'm saying? So I do get it. But I just think a lot of this shit is bullshit, bro.
No, yeah.
Like, everybody wants their hand held. Instead of, like, just really standing up and doing your shit.
No, we definitely feel you on that.
So that's why I stand the fuck up and do my shit in them pockets.
You got to. I mean, because some of my favorite Sharp interviews are the ones where you're not doing that. Like the one with Mark, Fire, the Travis McCoy one.
Travis McCoy,
just came out. Like I feel like you are a talented interviewer.
Yeah.
So that's why I just was curious to get your take on that.
Maybe it's my fault. You ever heard me admit something like that? Maybe it's my fault.
You ever?
I don't ever talk like that, right?
That's good.
Maybe it's, like that's gonna go everywhere. That shit's about to go. This motherfucker just admitted
Sharp admits everything.
You know what, bro? Because I believe how you start is how you finish, right? And let's go back to the very first one I ever did, and that was with Blue Jasmine. That set the tone.
That was your first one.
That was my first one.
Wow.
What were your thoughts going into that?
That set the tone. Just being real. Just coming in and I get it, bro. Like, it's knowing what I know now. Like, I get why people might look at stuff the way they look at it. Like, I was just coming in with truthful, but you can't be too truthful, man. Yeah. It's like it's not accepted. You can say what you want, but not really.
Because people are going to see it like it's
backhanded.
People are going to see it's like preachy, kind of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I sat down, I did that one with her. I came in guns blazing.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get to the but I was trying to come in like and get to the point.
You're trying to hammer it.
Let's get to the point. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the situation. So this is what you said you did, right? You said your parents, you said your daddy owned 2 crack houses. Okay, I'm trying to get to the points of it.
Yeah, it was definitely meat and potatoes.
You know what I'm saying? I got straight to the fucking point, man. So just even, and I think like that one being confrontational, look at it. It set a tone.
Right.
I did 4 cool interviews after that, and they still hit like in the hundreds, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no million.
Yeah, you do good numbers.
2 million, you know?
Well, that's why I feel like the the person who's not the Sharp fan but just sees Sharp clips perceives you as this person where you just are spazzing or yelling when it's just like, you know. And I could see how that could be frustrating when you're trying to create other content and you're just known for this shit where it's like, all right, like this is just a part of me.
It's fucked
you know?
up when you read a comment and somebody be like this, and it'd be a good ass interview, right? Let's use one. Fucking, we'll say Travis McCoy, right? We'll say Travis McCoy. Like, you know, it'll be a good interview, but then somebody will comment at the bottom, man, fuck all this shit. I want to see Sharp trip the fuck out on somebody. Like, nigga, this shit's boring as fuck. Man, Sharp's, man, I want you to go in. I'm like, bro, I don't do that on a cue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to understand, like, my interviews are very fucking real.
Organic.
And I feel like I dig things out of when I have good ones. I dig things out of people that they don't really tell everybody, because I don't treat it like it's all right. Into the mind. You're sitting with me now. Okay, we're doing some live shit. We've never done this before, Basa. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about this. We've never done this before, so you get to see, like, in my mind of it, like, bro, I try to have them tell me things. Like it's not even, the cameras aren't even there. Don't even worry about the cameras. Let's just have a drink and let's chop it up and let's see where the convo goes. I know how to narrate it. I know how to make it play out to where it needs to play out. Just need you to have some good honesty on you. I can smell bullshit from a mile away. I'm very good at reading eyes. Never told nobody that. I'm very good at reading eyes, bro. I can see everybody's character, homie. It's a piece of my gift. That's why I always look at somebody when I'm talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at them dead in their face. I'm not looking at your shirt and talking to you. I'm not looking at your shoes. Yeah, well, no, I'm looking at face. You know what I'm saying? Or I might catch I might look up once or twice, but that's just, pray, hey, Almighty God, I love you, But, bro, in them interviews, I really try to go in depth. I try to, it's like story chasing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking, because I know everybody's got a story, man. They do, and I want to really dive into that part of the person. Let's find out who you are.
Yeah.
Let's take off the exterior armor.
Things that make you.
Let's take that off real quick. That's heavy.
But
let's set that off in the corner for a second.
And
let's talk.
I notice you stop on certain things if someone goes too quickly about their story or something. You would, because I've sat in on a couple interviews of yours, and you'll be like, hold on, let's go back to this and let's elaborate on what your mindset was during. I've definitely seen you do that a couple times.
And this is just my belief, I believe it helps them in a certain way.
It's like therapy.
It's like therapy.
Going back and reflecting.
Travis
on
McCoy told me that. He's like, man, bro's like fucking therapy with you, bro, or like sitting down with you.
I feel like it's like that with us doing this, Like,
yeah.
I feel like just being able to have that conversation with somebody where you're just able to, like, ask questions and express yourself.
At the end of the day,
it's liberating.
At the end of the day, people are still real people. Past the entertainment, past the, the characters or whatever people like to portray on me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why I made it. I'm not a character. It may seem like it, dog, but I've been waking up like this way before No Jumper. I've been waking up like this way before Soft White Underbelly, homie.
That's facts.
I've been this shit.
That's facts.
I can't even say that you could say that's facts, because I know you didn't know me before then.
I could say it's not a character because I see you on camera and off camera, and it stays consistent. That's
true.
what I mean.
Me and you've worked out of town together before. We've had to go do some dope ass work, and we've made masterpieces. But I've always been the same person.
Because I've seen people turn it on and turn it off, and they act different in front of the camera and act different off the camera. So that's what I meant by saying facts. But I mean, in terms of like making all this content, do you see yourself trying to interview more people and becoming this content creator, or is it like?
I think it's pretty dope that I don't ever look at it, man. I'm always moving so fast. Like, that's why I'm always all over the place. Like, even in my conversations sometimes, I got 4 fucking stories running in my mind. Like, and I'm trying to touch all of them. You know what I'm saying? But like, just. I've done numbers that people do that just got signed big bags, and I don't even have half the artist like high mainstream. I'm not interviewing Kevin Gates, dog. I'm not interviewing, you know what I'm saying, fucking Lil Baby, or you know what I'm saying. I'm not interviewing him, which I would love to interview him, but I'm not. I'm interviewing regular people like myself and crushing the fucking numbers.
Do you ever feel pressure to maintain these numbers?
Yeah, but I put that on myself. That's what I'm saying. People always see me go in on people, right? they say you're going hard on me. How you think I go on myself? I gotta live with this nigga. I gotta live with this nigga, bro.
The voice inside his head.
Yeah.
I gotta
Sharp
live with this nigga,
or on
bro.
the shoulder,
You
not
know
the
what
head.
I'm saying? So it's like, how you think I go on me? I catch it way worse. I catch it worse than anybody.
So are you really critical on like your past interviews and be like, damn, I could have done this better or this better?
No,
or?
because I know it's all learning experience. You know what I'm saying? You only get better at anything you do, even if you start off fucking trash, right? If you start off, the more you go through it, it's like you start to weather your skin.
Yeah.
You make yourself a little bit more tougher, more durable for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happened. Is like it's just making me more durable. I started out. I never did podcasts. Like I never thought about. I was sitting in the room in Fresno one time, bro. This is a year before I got on Soft White Underbelly. And I was sitting there and I was watching Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? JRE. I was a big JRE fan. Shout out to Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there and I would always catch myself in the middle of his interviews, pausing it and talking about it, not knowing that I'm really doing like a reaction.
Right.
But I'm not looking at it like that. I'm just looking like I'm just pausing it and talking. I was like, you know what? Just fucking around. I said, I think I could do this one day.
And now
Swear
look
to
at
God,
you.
bro. Before I even knew, I said, I think I might be able to do this before. And nigga, 3 years later, this is where I'm at. It's crazy how it works, bro. It was just the door that opened up for me that got me there. I was just going and telling my story, dog. I didn't think I was going to get on from nothing. I did not think like, hey, I'm about to get ready to be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The next hot thing. Hell, people frown on where the background I've come from. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to be the most popular. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's the last motherfucking thing I thought. I'm a street cat, church. I'm a street nigga. So I know we're not liked by all. You know what I'm saying? So to see it go up and people start taking a liking to it. Like, you know, people say, Sharp, you say a lot of real shit. You got me through a lot of rough patches, you know? And to me, man, if my work and some of the words that I say can do that to help people, hey, man, so be it. I want to help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell people. I've been through a lot, dog. I've experienced a fucking lot. Okay? I've experienced a lot. I'm not going to tell you shit that I don't want to see anybody ever hurt themselves. Even with some of the controversial ones, bro. Even telling Blue Jets, like, no, get off that kick. Same with Kazumi. Nothing but love for that girl, homie. Get off that kick because some of that shit can hurt you. Not just physically, but mentally.
The like fucking
She's
homeless
gotta-
people and shit.
Bro, and let me tell you
That's
something.
dangerous.
Nothing but love for her, dog. But she's gonna have to look back on this 20 years from now, and I feel like she's gonna really fucking regret it. That's all. You gotta save yourself some.
We are gonna be the generation of parents with like links of old videos publicly on the internet.
The VHS that your mom and dad found hidden in the closet, like, oh man, they was getting nasty. Like,
Nah, they can search this shit
Oh
up.
yeah.
they shit up these days.
I've thought about that.
It's gotta be fucked up. You go to school, right? And the niggas say, man, hey, look, nigga, we just saw your mom just dropped you off, nigga. Look, we watching her porn right now. Look, she's getting nailed.
We're like,
Yo,
it's
kids-
like a
kids is
generation
that
of
rude.
OnlyFans moms now, like,
Kids is ruthless like that too.
right.
Yeah, kids are smart as fuck, and they bully on a whole different playing field nowadays.
I mean, even
because that's some next level bullying. You sending links.
I want you to, hey, and I know you had a problem with it too. I want you to ask me about how I felt about that anime. I want you to really ask me, you, Kelvin. I want you to ask me how do I really feel. We're gonna get to that.
Wait, what?
About the anime.
About the anime, the whole anime situation, like with, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people watch it. Remember that day that shit had just kind of popped off that day? You were
That
standing
chick?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta mention her
Oh,
name.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just that shit had popped off, and I could just tell, like, because I don't want people to look at me like, well, damn, Sharp, what's wrong with anime? You know what I'm saying? I think it's beautiful, bro. I really do. I think it's dope, but I do think it caters to some dark shit too. You know,
Okay, yeah, I
think
don't
it
watch
caters to
anime.
I don't watch it either. I think it's cool to each their fucking own. You know what I'm saying? But just I think like it caters to some real dark shit.
All right, but did you ever watch cartoons?
Yes.
Well, come on, what we
Favorite
watching? though?
cartoons, yeah. What you watching?
Favorite cartoons.
I was a SpongeBob kid. I was for sure fucking with SpongeBob. You know, good rocket power. I know you're, you know, a
I
different
like
generation. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
Tom and Jerry.
Tom
I
and
like shit
Jerry's,
like that.
Tom and Jerry's
You know what I'm
classic.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Wile E. Coyote and the Road Runner. You know what I'm saying?
Some classics.
Yeah,
Real shit. Tasmanian,
Bugs
you know what I'm
Bunny
saying?
and shit.
Tasmanian Devil. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Shit
feel
like
it.
that, bro. You know, shit. One of my favorite movies when I was coming up was Roger Rabbit. You
They
know,
had the
y'all
they
ever
had
watch that
the
one?
they had the VFX shit. That was pretty
And they
sick.
was having that back
Like,
then.
Yeah,
With
that
real
one was
people with cartoons running around.
that
that
shit
was crazy.
That was low-key next level.
That shit blew
Space
my
Jam
mind.
came out. and that
Space
shit-
Jam.
Space Jam down. Yeah, Space Jam took
I
it.
watched that shit like every day when I got home.
Let me ask y'all this
Classic.
question to you guys here. We're just podding together.
Come on,
Just checking
just
it out.
pod.
Working this shit.
We're sipping rose and potting, man. We're sipping
I
rose
like
and
this, you know what I'm
potting.
saying? What did y'all think of the new Space Jam?
Oh man.
I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't even seen it yet.
Like versus the old one.
All right, look.
I,
Is that the one with Zendaya in it?
that's the one with LeBron. LeBron.
The one with LeBron in it.
Zendaya.
And Zendaya's Lola Bunny, right?
Is she?
She's a voice actor. For
I
that?
went to a video premiere of that showing, and my expectations were very high, and I'm sorry to say I was quite disappointed. Isn't
I feel like they.
it's not the same.
I
Man.
feel like they extorted my nostalgia from.
Yeah.
From
That-
the
I
old
like
one.
that.
You know what I mean? I feel like they took my money from my nostalgia because you kind of have to see it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that they release where it's like, nah, you gotta go see this. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta go see it. It's Space
It's
Jam.
Space Jam.
Even if you wasn't born when it came out, you just know that shit was a popular fucking movie.
Yeah.
Classic.
The first one was a grail to me, and so it was like, just seeing the trailer for the second one,
Yeah.
I was already kind of disappointed. I haven't even seen it yet.
Did you fuck with it?
Me too.
I watched it. I don't know, I just think they should have told the story the same, kind of.
Yeah.
Should have told the story the same. It got kind of weird. You know, it like trapped you into this internet type of ordeal, like this like an internet world. It wasn't even like, man, you just going to Toonland or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get trapped in some weird shit. Like, it was like, that was like a
Because he
Matrix
got sucked up
3.0.
in a computer or some shit or
That shit
something
was
like
Crazy
that.
shit.
I feel like
Crazy.
I like it was the classic one. He
It's
got
like
sucked
Russ
through
said
the.
the aliens, like, nah, we need to win this
He
game.
got sucked in through the golf hole.
they try to modern day it out too
I
much.
didn't mean to veer off. All right, we can get back to
No. We love it,
get back
man.
to
We
that.
love it,
We
man.
love talking.
I just
we
like
talk
kinda
about
like, you know,
yeah,
They gotta
kinda
balance
balances
it.
the-
Yeah, we
doesn't
can't
balance
be
the-
too serious all the
See, I would have
time.
never knew that not podcasting, like going through trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Of understanding that. Like I said, dog, with the confrontational ones, bro, I hate them because I feel like it takes a certain energy from you. It's draining.
No, facts.
My nigga, when I'm like, because I'm frustrated with this person because they're really just trying to be a fucking idiot and trying to be a fucking clown. Like, when I go home, I be feeling drained. I'd be like, man, I can't do these shits like this. That's why I didn't. If that was the case, and I know that's what makes me money, right? Like, I get the most off of it. Why don't I try to do everyone like that?
It's not sustainable.
You get what I'm saying? Why would I try to do
Right.
everyone like that if I was just,
If
that's
you
what,
knew.
nigga, I know that this is the ones, because that's what you told me earlier, like, you know that your controversial ones are the ones that get the most views, right? But I don't got the energy for that shit.
Right.
I really don't, dog.
And then you fall in. You could fall into this thing where it's like you invite guests on, and then they try to bring that out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for their benefit.
I just
They're
had
like, oh, I know if I can
something.
get
So I don't want to speak on it, but I just had something that was kind of similar to that, you know. But I guess it is what it is, bro. And you know what? At the end of it all, what I'm starting to learn is it's not about what that person does, it's about what you do. You know. So that's why I stopped walking off on my podcast and shit. I had to remember, like, hey, I'm walking off my own shit,
own shit.
but I'm not used to that shit.
Well, because there were
You know?
there were little learning curves when Sharp came around. Well, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But I feel like the important part is being open to learning. Because some podcasters or just people in general, bro, it's crazy. Because like you could say what makes a good podcaster, but also it parallels with just like being a good person or being like a good like
I
human
don't mind
being.
taking I don't mind taking like advice from you guys. You know why? Because I know this is what y'all do. See, it's a difference. I'm not taking advice from somebody that's just sitting behind a keyboard, dog, and wanting to say all this shit, and you ain't never even done a piece of this, but you're trying to tell us how to run this entire network. Well, if that's the case, why don't you go get your own and why don't you do it? Since they know it, like, you know what I'm saying?
go
I'm
build
just
a
talking about
network.
just some of the set viewers, you know what I'm saying, that have a lot of input, but they don't do shit. They don't do anything. Like, I'm not gonna listen to you. You don't even do this stuff. So why would I want? I don't need to be around people that do. You know what I'm saying? Them are the people I'm gonna listen to because y'all are going through the learning curves and trying to, you know what I'm saying, cross your X's too, you know? So it's a little different. I can take like some criticism from you, boss, you know what I'm saying, Kelvin, or from you, you know? I can take that because I know we're all trying to go down the same route. So we trying to polish each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Steel sharpens steel.
Right.
Iron sharpens iron.
We're all looking through the same lens.
Come on, bro. That's what I want to be around, another piece of iron, not no fucking dulls. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to sharpen up. Your ass dull as shit.
And we're all like on the same team in the sense where it's
In
like,
a
bro,
sense, we're all on the same team.
we want to see you succeed, so it's like we're not gonna try to steer you in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To
You know,
be
I
like
come
to
work,
sabotage.
come to work,
shit.
right? I'm like Tom Brady. I come with gifts and shit for like the people I work with. Like everybody I've worked with has gotten something like from me, like for real. Like
That's a
Trevor,
fact. Yeah, he's blessed me.
you know what I'm saying?
You know that I
Trevor's-
paid my respect. We gotta pay. You
That's
know,
what I'm
it's
saying. Like,
But do you feel like that mutual respect game is being lost?
yeah,
Because I feel like it really is,
people
bro.
want
Like,
you to respect their bullshit.
or they just have an entitlement or something like that, where it's just like, damn, bro, like this is not a part of the game. Like you pay your dues and you gotta, you know, treat
Shit's
people.
gonna be over with soon, Trev. You know that, right? Shit's gonna be over with soon, dog. And like you said earlier, it's just with the people that are coming up. You know what I'm saying? That don't really have understanding. Come on, these are gonna be people that are gonna be your politicians. Think about it. Are you comfortable with that? And I ain't talking about the ones that are in there now. All love to them. Born in the USA. Like, all love to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, taking care of business or whatever. But the ones that are coming up, somebody's got to run this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
People aren't going to be here forever. That's what's scary.
Right.
So how you feel about Elon Musk and taking over Twitter? Not taking over, but buying it,
That
really.
was some boss shit.
That is bullshit.
That was just like, I'm tired of how it runs. Hey, can you go tell him I'm buying it?
Because they
much
said
you want for
It's
that?
too slow right here at
Yeah.
this point, and I feel like it can really be tweaked. It probably bothered him that much. That's what he's like. That he'll go buy the shit because it bothered him that much.
they from
real.
what I read, they were saying he paid like $20 billion over sticker.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck. This man, bro.
Because cash is king. If you have the money to, nobody.
He's got to sell a lot of Tesla stock right now, I think, to finance that.
Yeah,
But now he's trying to take away all the censorship, right?
that was his whole goal.
Do we feel like this is good for America or bad for America?
It's both.
And
because
this
It's
also,
both.
I-
I'm gonna go with that one too, Church, because I think it's both
it
too.
really is.
It is.
Because on one hand,
There's gonna be people that abuse it. you
The
know?
internet, bro, has ruined society, dog. What, am I
That's
gonna
a
be
fact.
the only one that says that?
No, that's a fact.
I'm just being honest with you, dog. I remember life before it.
Right.
It's made a couple things doper.
and it's
That's-
It's
It's like-
made some
I
shit
feel like
doper.
it-
I'm not gonna say it hasn't. It's made some shit doper, but it's like it's giving the sucker a voice.
yeah.
True.
I don't like
everyone
that.
has a voice
Yeah.
now.
I don't like that. And but I don't like that type of shit.
I
It
know
gives
what you
it
mean.
gives the sucker a voice.
Before you had to earn the voice.
You had to
You
earn
the
that shit,
voice.
and that's why people
Yeah.
don't understand why I am the way I am, because I earned that shit. That's why. And I could tell there's a lot of people that didn't. It's a difference, homie. I've been scarred through this shit, my nigga.
Yo, what's up? Is this a new tattoo, man?
Yeah, man.
What is that? Wait.
Scar.
Okay.
Like Scar from the Lion King. Or you just wanted like okay. I was like you kind of
Yeah.
really good. That's hard.
That damn. Okay.
Yeah. That's my last face tattoo. I ain't doing no fucking more. That's it.
Hey, you
That was
got a
the
couple,
only one I
man.
wanted, and I kept it pushing. I kept it small.
Damn. He got a face tattoo. I want a face
I'm
tattoo.
limit myself. I think 2 or 3 is the.
I'm done. I'm not about to. I'm not about to cover up and do all the. I'm not gonna tattoo my eyeballs and shit. No, O'Reilly, that's my little homegirl. Got nothing but love for her.
Demon girl.
But I ain't going, man, O'Reilly, that's my homie. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I ain't even gonna call her Demon
Respect.
Girl because hey, I've really sat down and talked to that girl, bro. Like, and I'm talking about like I do a lot of good. I get to know these people. I stay around. Like, so I even talk to her, bro. She's a cool girl, homie. She really is. And then to come to find out, she was like, I did this shit to get away from somebody. She was like, because I wouldn't have left him. He wouldn't leave me alone.
Wow.
And I was like, damn, for real? She was like, yeah. She's like, he wouldn't leave me alone. So she's like, I kind of
Try to scare him off.
Scare his ass off.
Wow.
And and I'm not gonna tell her business, but the shit she was telling me, I was like, yeah, she was sucked in, bruh. She was sucked in. Hard body.
Because that's one thing I definitely could.
Hard body, bro.
I could credit Sharp to, going the extra mile. He makes those phone calls. He talk. He actually does talk to people.
Yeah, I feel like
Just to talk, just to check in.
yeah.
Just to see what the hell's going on.
That's lost though too. It's like this. It's like the respect thing we're
People
talking
don't
about.
do
They don't
that
give a
no more.
fuck
it's like
really.
an courtesy. It's like
They don't
Yeah, I
give
feel
a
like-
fuck, bro.
I don't know. I feel like the point of interviews and stuff is like to gain a level of understanding or to learn about a person. But I feel like,
Motherfucker owe you money and stop fucking with you.
That's the worst.
We'll go ahead and bust it down in some simple matters here. Motherfucker could owe you money, dog, and then act like they got a problem with you. Like you did something. When they run into your other homie, you say, you seen Whoop Whoop? No, I don't fuck with him no more. Then he come to find out, like, I haven't seen him. He borrowed $200 from me, and then I ain't came back around. Oh, he talking shit about you up the block, talking about how he don't fuck with you.
Right.
Crazy.
Bro, you doing all that just because you didn't want to pay me back, bro? Have it, my nigga. You ain't got to do all that extra shit. Come on, you can have that, bro, if it's that fucking serious.
Hey, going into more of the Elon Twitter shit, how do you feel about Kanye's recent everything going on right now?
I think Kanye is a very, very smart individual. I do. A little off, but who isn't? Everybody's got their little off in their own rights, right? Everybody's got their shit. You probably do some shit that I might not agree with, right? We all do that shit, man. Sure. Like some shit you be like, damn, you do that?
Yeah, you do that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, bro. Like Kanye, I just feel like for him, it's the same thing with me, kind of. I'm not saying we're a lot alike because he's got a lot of other shit going on. But, like, people only see the bad. People only post the bad. They don't post the good.
That's kind of what...
They don't post the good because he's done a lot of good. You know what I'm saying, bro? So, but that's not what you're going to see.
Right.
But we can change. That's what's crazy. The sucker that has the voice can help, and there's
dictate
enough
the
of
narrative.
them. They can dictate the narrative and change your fucking life.
But let's be real though, Kanye is dictating his own narrative right now.
He's
ruining it.
But the media always
he's running his shit to the ground right now. He's fucking up.
Something, but I feel like this. I just feel like there's certain people that if they did what he did, they'd get away with it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's just who it is, and at the time, are you hateable?
Yeah.
Right. If your time's up to get hated on, we all got to go through that. You'll go through your praise phase, and then you're gonna go through your hate phase where they fucking can't stand you, and they're always. But I always look at it like this, right? And I'm sure y'all can agree. Good or bad, you're still talking. The day I'm gonna stop, the day I'll start worrying is when them voices go away.
All right, but let me ask you this though, or what about when the paper runs dry? Because I mean,
that's the thing that
he's voicing his opinion. He's voicing whatever he's saying, right? But is now hurting his pockets.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this conversation with Kanye is like, what cancels a person?
I couldn't believe that I read this morning. I could not believe that Goodwill said they would no longer take any type of Yeezy products.
That's insane.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, bro. Did you hear about that?
I seen that, yeah.
You saw it? So just so I know it's verified, I'm not the only one here.
No, I seen it.
Like,
I think it was on No Jumper.
Vouch for it.
Yeah.
But like I seen it, right? And I was like, Goodwill, y'all take everything from everybody and turn around and sell it.
Yeah.
Y'all get free stuff. Goodwill. Got love for you, but this one's for you. I'm gonna look at you dead in your face, baby. Stop playing the games. You get stuff for free and turn back around and sell it. Who cares? How do you sit there and even strike a Yeezy for anything? Right. Take the shit. If it's clothes for somebody to wear, it's clothes for somebody to wear, right? But see, I start to see that all this shit is just a big fucking business anyway.
Everybody wants to save face, like.
But what's crazy is like somebody brought up the point of like everybody wants to be big like mental health advocates and shit, and it's like if he says he has ADHD and he's acting out like this and you realize it may be a mental health matter, why are you only highlighting the bad things he says instead of like trying to get help?
Shouldn't you help sick people?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I feel you on that. Like, are we supposed to kind of help him?
They're not highlighting the fact that he may be having an episode. They're highlighting the bad things.
No, they want to put him under conservatorship. You know what that is? That's the type of shit they want to do to him. You know what conservatorship is? Where you don't own anything. You don't even own your body, really. You know, Britney Spears was 15 years. Yeah. 15, 20 years.
Okay.
I love that. Hey, love that girl, homie. Hope I can get you in for an interview, Britney.
Let's talk about it.
Hit me, baby. One more time. Hit me, baby. For real. You know, but, like, and I hope she feels me on this. Because I got love for that girl. Look what they did to her.
No, for real.
That girl had everything, my nigga. They took all of it from her. Conservatorship is where it all gets signed. I believe it's where it gets signed over to, like, almost like a guardian. Yeah. You're not
Or it's like a
You're not
like a trust. Like
Dude, I could look it up.
What's the word of it? Like you're incompetent of, you know what I'm saying? Like just
Running your own life.
running
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
own shit, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And that's where other people step in and run it. And I
then-
think that's what they're trying to kind of like do to him.
Yeah.
And Britney's was
In
her-
a sense,
was
maybe
her
not
career.
to that magnitude, you know, but
Right.
just in a sense, you know what I mean? I'm trying to like make sense of it myself to try to see like what's really going on because we all knew he was fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, why are we playing?
Okay.
Not y'all, but like the
Just in
media
general, the mass-
and the general, like everybody's playing like we didn't know this. Like this is a
That's what I'm saying.
shot.
It's like we've seen signs of it before. It's like
Kanye
he's
has
always-
been doing this.
Yeah, been doing this.
So I'm not gonna sit there and try to fucking call the kettle black now.
Right.
When we should have did that shit in the beginning then.
Yeah.
Don't try to do it now when the motherfucker gets away with it for so long, then you try to come point the finger, they're like, what are you talking about? I've been doing
Now it's
this.
out of hand. Exactly. It's like you can't really-
I've been doing this.
You can't really check it.
I mean, he's been wilding out, but he's pushed
For how long?
the envelope
But that's
with this
what happens
last
when you
one.
don't check it
That's
the
what
first
happens
second.
when you don't.
No, I completely agree. I've been on this fuck Kanye shit ever since he was doing those tours and he canceled the set
Bro,
and he walked away.
Hey, you ever
Kanye
notice
shit, it's just
any
like-
Bro,
crack
that's
in the
not-
wall
but
seem
he's
to
a-
make a hole?
What are we gonna? We're bringing. We're gonna make. We're gonna say.
Starts out this small.
We're
dog.
gonna say poor Kanye. He has mental illness. We need to help him. Is that what
But
we're trying to say
I'm
right
looking
now?
at
We've
it
been
like he's-
saying that.
He's the voice of corporations. Now
He-
there's more.
bro, he's just-
there's
No,
more.
for sure.
There's more weighing on him to where he cannot be wilding out like that. So I feel like he gets those repercussions because
I thought it was free speech.
he's head of Yeezy,
Right.
but he's also
Right.
he has so much people below him that would fuck the money
Everybody
up
else.
if they didn't take
and
a stand.
Let's keep the shit real here and let's dumb it back down. Everybody gets a fucking voice these days.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's to take him out of the fucking mixture when we gotta allow a whole bunch of other shit that wasn't even never even morally
But
taught to you?
he has so much more value on him.
Think about that.
He has so much more value in his word because he has head of Yeezy, head of Donda,
Yeah.
head of all these corporations.
So you
and
think that
the
gives the
platform.
people the right to limit what he has to say or his freedom of speech
I mean,
because there's so many people
you have
that
to.
are-
There's so much people investing.
There's a lot of
The
there's a lot of
Jews,
influence.
They're investing
You know what I
money
mean?
into all these companies. Of course, they're gonna do whatever actions to kind of fuck with his money. So I'm on both sides of like, you shouldn't be talking out against companies like that and doing all the whole shit. But it's like,
I mean, he's
Can we
making
think
the
about
big
it, though,
thing is his
Basa?
anti-Semitic.
Wouldn't we think that that's
Semitic.
been going on? This is just
comments.
some of the shit we catch on camera. It's because it's him.
Right.
The corporate, I'm sure corporate people make companies, they bicker in that motherfucker all the time. There's shit being said I'm sure you wouldn't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? They're dealing with billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? People are going to get a little uneasy. Some shit's going to get said.
Right.
Some shit's gonna get fucking said. It just so happens we caught Kanye doing it because cameras fucking follow him. This
think
is
it's-
Kanye we're talking
And
about
I
here.
think it's the way he's going about
Don't bite your
doing it.
tongue.
His
Huh?
delivery-
No,
Don't
I'm
bite your tongue.
processing. I'm
That shit
thinking.
hurts.
I'm processing. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I'm
No,
thinking. I'm thinking.
I see you're about to know because I see it's something on your
I was-
mind, and I'm curious to what you,
It's
what you,
brewing, it's
yeah,
brewing,
what you're
it's
thinking.
Well, I'm just disappointed because like Kanye, I've been a very big fan of, and so it's like, all right, bro, like I really like the artist, but I thought I liked the person, but really it's like, bro, you just rely on these like antics. Like ever since he was fucking with Donald Trump, it's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, cut it out, man. And
You know
you
what?
have
I
a
love-
voice
I
of
love
influence.
I love
Yeah, I
how
don't
Donald.
think Donald's
Donald's
I
a
fuck,
real.
like-
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
lie.
tell you why I say Donald a real nigga. The kitchen was closed. He getting McDonald's and Burger King for everybody. He do real. Hey, y'all eating
But look,
motherfuckers.
like,
He was a businessman.
but-
all jokes
Right.
aside,
Yeah.
I
He
respect
wasn't
him.
a president. He was a
He was a business,
Yeah,
and you
sure.
know what? I'm gonna tell you this,
Entrepreneur.
bro. I feel like businessmen. That's what you need. They make some of the best decisions.
well, okay, so
decision
look,
makers.
Right? They're
They just
decision
act on it.
makers.
Boom! I think of this. I'm doing it.
but as a fan of Kanye, right? It's like, okay, what are like, I want to listen to you. You inspire me, right? I fuck with you.
Yeah.
But then if you are spitting this shit that has a motive for your like,
Yeah.
like, and your influence in other people, it's like, bro, like, what is real? Like, what do you actually believe in? Like, do you actually believe what you're saying, or you're just saying this
Just for semantics.
To get
exactly
Crazy
to
ass
sell
shit.
some albums or just to stay relevant? So that's the shit that is, it kind of just disappoints
I
me.
believe him. I think it's really him. I don't think it's for like, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think it's for
I
cameras.
don't think you
That's
know.
the way
Like
he's
we've been
really
talking
thinking.
about that. Like we know when motherfuckers gaming, like you can smell it on him. No, I think that's how that motherfucker really feels.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think it's kind of crazy to
He tells
witness.
it with a straight ass fucking face.
Well, he's
every time.
Yeah, every time.
I don't never see him crack a smile about it or a laugh about it.
I think he's genuinely like has mental illness for
I've
sure.
never found any like loopholes on him, like or like a weak point.
Yeah, just like him,
Where,
him breaking
cracks, I'm like,
character.
man,
Where
you
he
know
breaks
you
character.
bullshitting. Yeah. Like Kanye, you bullshitting today, yay.
Or is he just that good?
Now wait, hold on.
Fuck, or is he just that damn good, homie? Like I don't know, but I'll tell you this: he's got me fooled. So I don't. He's
for
got me
sure.
fooled.
Like,
I have
it's
no
like-
problems with admitting that. I'll tell
Just
you when I know.
think you got him figured out, he always he's doing some.
Fucking Kanye, man.
I look at him like a
West.
martyr.
Fuck, man.
Like he's just.
Yo, would you consider yourself skilled in the art of manipulation?
Yes and no. Because
And manipulation doesn't have to
because
have a
I
bad
never
rap.
no, because I know where you're fucking going with it.
Yeah.
We can just go ahead and call it for what it is.
Yeah.
I never manipulated. Not saying you said that I did.
No.
But
I'm-
you just say you asked me if I feel like I have a skill in that.
Have that
no.
power
Yeah, no.
to. Yeah.
I have that power, but I've never used it really. Never manipulated anybody, bro. Like I've always. No, I'm just being. Just hear me out. I've never manipulated anybody, bro. Anything that I ever did, bro, was all given. It was all. We're under. We know it's truthful.
Because I was even trying to go there.
It's okay, we can, baby.
No, I was
Yeah.
It's just Sharp
We potted. We just potted. You know.
It's Sharp you talking to, so I can really. I got tough skin. I'm okay.
Yeah. But I was gonna ask you, do you think the art of interviewing requires very low level manipulation?
Yeah, because you have to
Yes.
shift the conversation.
Yes,
Yes.
because you have to shift the conversation, but I don't think it's manipulation. I just hope that motherfucker can pick up on that I'm shifting the fucking conversation.
Like you got to keep
Let's
up.
keep it real.
Keep
You
it
know what I'm
up.
saying? Like that ain't no manipulation in that. Like just be able to tell when you see I'm switching it. You know what I'm saying?
Catch
When
the
I'm switching
cues.
gears, you need to switch gears with me.
Because that's one
Look at the
thing.
cues.
That's one thing I
If not,
realized.
you don't need to do interviews anymore with anybody.
That's one thing I realized too. Like trying to interview people, it's like you don't get the same person every time.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the person, the interviewee.
Yeah, exactly,
You know what I'm
exactly. The
saying?
person you're interviewing,
If they can't do that, they need to get the fuck away from that shit. This might need to be your last interview.
the
Your
ones that
first or
don't talk.
last.
You've had some ones where you're
I've
just
had
like,
'em.
fuck, bro, what are you
Bro,
doing?
I was pulling teeth. I've had a couple of them. Like I've had one, and I'm not gonna say any names. Ask my homie. Whatever, it's cool. But like I had to redo it because I was like, bruh, like you're not
You're having
saying
to like
nothing.
probe.
You're not saying nothing. I'm like, bro, I'm doing more of the talking for you. I need to ask a few things. You need to make me want to jump into the conversation
Right,
more.
but it's like he's making you have to reach.
I'm really reaching, bro. And I'm like, nah, hell no. I'm like, we gotta I can't put this out, bro. We gotta redo this. You know? But some people, I think, like, even with some rappers, right? Like, they're dope at rapping. They're not good at interviews.
Yep.
Right.
They're
That's
not they're
facts.
good rappers. They're not
That's
good
facts.
talkers.
Right.
Right? They're good rappers, not good talkers.
Right.
So, you know, it's kind of hard, you know. That's when you have to, I feel like you have to really do your job because you think that you're about to get this dope ass interview, right? Like, oh, this shit's about to be a breeze until this motherfucker sits down with you and you're like,
Yup.
You get 30
Yeah.
minutes.
so,
No, yeah,
I
that's
never thought about that. And then pause.
Hit the
They're like,
wood.
Okay.
Or they get hella high
but,
before?
Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really pick that shit up, bro. Like it's fucking crazy, man. I like talking about this because it's like the behind the scenes, like when the cameras go down.
It's the shit
This
you
the,
think
this
about
the
and
shit
the shit
that
you
goes
go
on.
through.
Like, yeah,
Right.
like this shit really goes on.
Evaluating that
And I feel
shit.
like this conversation is healthy. I like that.
So I think this pod is all about looking through like the creator lens.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
You know, like just the
Out of
tech,
focus,
the
right?
yeah, out of focus.
I
right.
like that, and I think that's dope. I can already see it coming together. Hit me, I got some ideas. Got some ideas.
No, man, come on.
We've been looking for a sponsor.
But yeah, it's just one of those things because for me, it's like that's one thing I like about Joe Budden's podcast is he's a rapper or he was a rapper, so he's got that creative perspective on shit, and I feel like that's
Well,
kind of the most
Joe
inspiring.
Budden was
lens.
a rapper, and then he showed people also he was a talker. You know, that's the same shit we were just talking about. Like some people, man, they can rap, but they don't know how to
They're
talk.
just
So
artists.
you
Yeah.
think you're about to get this 1 million views or this 2 million views, and it pop off like that, and you're like, bro, you were pulling teeth through the whole interview. You got the viewers, commentators talking about, bro, we learned nothing.
But this
like,
is,
you know what I'm saying? Like we learned we got nothing out of this.
and this is Sharp, the creator, speaking.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have this take before you started doing
didn't have
interviews.
this
You know what I'm
take
saying?
before.
So like,
not at all.
so it's like that's why I think it's dope about this pod, and like that's what we try to focus on. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right,
like
yeah, I never looked at it like, because I have some, not a pro, bro. I just got some experience. Maybe that's why I do millions, because I don't look at I'm like, I always got to do more, There's people that's out doing me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to do more. That's why I always try to like, I just try to keep them just coming in, man. The more work I can do, the better. And I'm not talking about the more controversy, the more problems I can bring.
we've done vlogs. I personally, I've said this. I've said this. I've said this. I think Sharp, the vlogger, is something the audience wants to see. Because I would love anything you do, bro. Anything you do.
I've had fun with you, Trevor. And I'm gonna be real with you. You were the only reason why even it started vlogging. Like
Really?
why I would start doing things, because it was like when me and you came together to work, it shot out the fucking park every time. Like we got vlogs, not even just vlogs, but just like the day in office clips, 1 million views.
Yeah.
Just on like a 14-minute fucking just like run through of the whole day.
It is a relationship you gotta have with that cameraman though.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, all right,
Well,
if you're not fucking with me, then I might not be able to get
You're not gonna be as vulnerable.
in front of the camera.
Me and him worked on the Wallow piece together.
Flew out to Vegas
that was
for
one
it.
of the biggest pieces I've done that I can consider like that's somebody, church. You know what I'm saying? Like not saying like I have an interview. Like I love all the people that I fucked with, but I'm talking about like this motherfucker's booming and look
in
what
the
he
game,
just did.
in the game, in the podcasting game.
And we did it in the city. Me and you, like you had everything laid out, and even Trevor was like, "Man, bro, I got to make sure this is all right. Like nothing can go wrong.
Nothing.
Like he's up there swinging the cameras by himself.
Solo.
I swear to God, bro, he was
Yeah.
like, Sharp, this can't go wrong.
Yeah, for
at
sure.
all. He was like, this has to go 100% right.
One of my favorite interviews too that I should have said earlier, but that was a really
That was
dope
an experience because he was giving Wallo some game, and like because I think you had said something along the lines of, he was like, no, it's not that easy. You can't just pick up a phone. Like you would say, it was something like that. You were like, nah, bro, it gets a little bit more intricate than that. To like shoot something, to figure something out.
Right.
Then he ordered your lights.
Yeah,
there
the
on
lights
spot.
right here.
He ordered the lights. I'm talking about, like, where'd you get those? He's like, man, you can get on right here, such and such, man, and go get them. He ordered them right there.
Yeah,
He's like,
man.
I like these shits.
Yeah, man, that shit was really dope because
That was dope.
like Wallo for me is one of the ones where I'm just like, damn, he's a heavy hitter in this hip hop
One of them
podcasting
ones.
landscape. So just to be able to have that opportunity, man, that shit was dope. So I appreciate that.
That's my brother. Me and Wallo, that's my brother, homie. Like straight up. There's nothing that man can't call me and get if he ever need anything. Like he know, like, and every time I hit him, he responds. Like me and him were cool before that.
Before what?
Before we shot the video with him in Vegas.
Because
You know what I'm saying? We had that dope ass suite.
How do you initially get linked up with him? Did he see the soft white underbelly, or did he see
I don't
no
know
jumper
what it
shit?
was, but he was. I had hit him up one day, and then maybe like a couple months later, I think shit started really booming, and he hit me. He's like, "Hey, Sharp, hit me." I'm like,
He DM'd
"All
you?
right." Yeah. He's like, "Hey, Sharp, hit me." I'm like, "All right, for sure." You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
"Fuck,
let's get in
Wallo
the
just hit
second
me
bottle.
up," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's my homie. Like now, but I'm like, damn, Wallo just hit me up, bro. Like, all right, cool, but I don't act stars or nothing like that.
Right,
Like
but it's
I'm a
just
regular.
like-
It's just
nigga.
one of those things
But
that's
it did
like,
feel good.
yeah,
Like,
I'm doing something right.
I'm doing
Right.
something right, pretty much. Like that's how I feel about it. Like I was doing something right. Like if I'm getting
a step
this,
in the right direction.
It's a step in the right direction, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So just to even be able to, that was a dope ass experience.
So what? So
and then we fucking vlogged the
Yeah, the,
recession proof.
the financial.
That shit was
that was
That one was
y'all
gold.
would have loved that.
That one
Hey,
was
shout out
I ain't gonna lie,
Devon,
his camera
too.
dude, like for real. Huh?
shout out to the homie Devon who was with us too, man.
Shout out to Devon because he kind of played security.
Yeah,
with us on
low
that.
key.
And he
Seen
had
him in
your
the back.
t-shirt on.
Yeah, my t-shirt. I remember that.
I remember this
I
shit.
seen
He had
that.
your fucking t-shirt on.
We were vibing.
Shout out Devon, man.
We were moving, man, and it was just that shit was dope. Got to sit down, talk. You know what I'm saying? Got to go on the red carpet. Got to talk to him 500 himself.
Yeah.
I was like, man, because me and him, we were gonna wait for. And I like this, out of focus. I like this. Because this is out of focus shit. Because this is like the stories behind it all. Like,
That's
you
what I said.
know?
I was like, if you did more vlog stuff, it would give context to you, so people would understand that you're not this person that's just
We
trying to
really-
lash out on people. You know, it's
Right,
like
no,
they would
bruh.
understand the person behind
Cups right here.
who's interviewing these dudes.
Listen, bro, I'm so far past that part already.
But that,
Like even to what they even think. Like I just want them to sit back and just listen to what we do now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, doing that doing that vlog, that was a serious ass vlog. Like, you should have saw Trevor like, man, like fucking Magnum Man. Like, bro, he had fucking bags and packs on him, bro, and fucking mics.
Because we were doing the man on the street type vibe. You had the mic, man.
And he looked official. I had the no jumper t-shirt on.
Come
like,
on,
it
bro.
just kind of looked like it was, they knew. Everybody already knew who it was. Like, bro, it was so hard to get the, like, interviews out of people or, like, just, like, little clips because people are, like, they're just more starstruck that it's me.
Yeah, in shock, yeah.
They're just more starstruck that it's fucking Sharp. Remember that shit? I was like, bro, like, can we get the shit done first? I'm even telling them, like, look, we can shake hands. We can fucking take pictures all.
A lot of fan love.
Yeah, it was cool.
A lot of fan
We had
love.
the VIP pass. Some fucking wristbands were like $3,000 a piece for the weekend.
We were out there
We
vibing.
was out there vibing.
We was, you know.
We had it all set up. It was nice.
Hey, Sharp's the homie.
Yeah, we did. We had fun, man. That was definitely a good. It was a lot of work, but it was fun because I felt like it paid off.
Right.
You know, so I always appreciate working with you, and I always tell them even in the office. I mean, like, if there's anything that I'm ever doing out of town or anything like that, and now they even know they could trust me and Trev on a business trip. I mean, we get the work done, bro. There was nothing that came back that wasn't right.
We got 2 pieces of content.
2 pieces of
Two
content.
solid
homie.
pieces of content.
yeah.
Not just 2 pieces, 2 solid pieces of content.
And I could tell fucking Wallo, I could tell your ass was tired. That nigga ate that food. He had some seafood pasta. If people didn't
put
really
him
see
down?
it,
Yeah, it's
that
like
was
if everyone knows
like,
the
I
little
need that.
details behind everything.
Yeah.
What happened?
Bro,
y'all
all
had,
right.
Y'all had lunch before.
We're staying at this nice ass
It
hotel.
was fucking dope.
Si- Yeah, shout out to the Palazzo. We had a suite
Dope.
out there. We had the podcast shit set up in the Palazzo. Flew out there for the weekend. Me and Sharp amped up. We're getting content. We're on a mission. Wallo was like, all right, I'm gonna pull up. He's downstairs at this Italian spot that he was having dinner.
Yeah.
He had just finished a big bust down meal. You could tell
Right
how
in
he was.
front of us.
You could tell how he was walking though. He kind of had that full stomach
he
walk.
settled
He had that
in.
full stomach walk. And then we had the game plan. That's where I fucked up. Where I was just like, all right, bro, don't ever have anything on that's distracting to the viewer. So that was a lesson learned on my end. Where I'm just like, all right, bro. What the fuck you doing?
That was real as
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
you.
What?
To even say that.
Yeah,
that was
like-
real as fucking you.
Wait,
No, I could.
Well, like in the suite?
Yeah, in the
The
suite.
basketball game was on.
We had a basketball game playing on mute. But I'm not even thinking that. Like, that's the last thing on my
No,
fucking
facts.
mind. I'm like, all right, let me make sure
There's
this shit
lighting,
sound,
make
look,
sure
yeah.
everyone,
Make sure the audio's working and all.
But then you see him sometimes, he's like looking on, but he never lost
He
concentration.
Never lost concentration
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
No, he
That's
didn't.
why I was like, it wasn't
was
that-
a great ass interview.
Exactly.
But I think I was looking for the turned up Wallo.
Yeah. It was
Those
the end
early
of the
morning
day.
inspiration interviews that like or the clips and shit that he does. So I was kind of looking for that energy, but it was fucking 8:30. He had already been at the convention, I believe, all day that day. You know what I'm saying? Because he was out there for that.
Stomach
They
full of
were-
pasta.
Stomach full of pasta.
game on.
He's just ready to go.
He's
on the
You're
couch.
right though, and shout out to Wallo, bro, because he didn't. He is still. It was a dope ass interview. I
Man.
think you know what? It happened the way it was supposed to happen.
No, yeah, it
It
did.
did. It happened the way that we had got it. But like I said, I was looking for that turn up a little bit out of him. Like, where's it at? Where's the Hulk, motherfucker? Bring it out. You know, but he no, we had a great one. And like I said, man, shout out to him. And hopefully maybe we can hit the road soon and go do some more
Let's
stuff.
do it. I mean, yeah. So like, you got any like, you got a hit list on who you want to have interview? Like some like interview top 5, top 3 type shit.
Yeah. Andrew Tate, one of them.
Come on, we going to Romania?
We gotta go.
We can run that, man.
Let's go, bro. Romania, first stop.
First stop, the dribble. Off the dribble is nuts.
Content tour, me and Sharp, man.
All the dribble, bro. And like I said, Andrew Tate,
Damn, that would be crazy.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
I'd like to see because I like his mindset. I like how spiritual bros.
He
is.
talks
You know,
nasty though. He be
Listen,
nasty shit.
You've been watching. Hey, but if you watched his recent Rolling Loud,
What was it? No.
I like how he gets very intimate with the crowd now. He does a few beats, but he be just having the boy on the piano. It's like he's kicking poetry.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta watch it. It's different. It's not the. I think that's what like artists are starting to take that new approach of like when they do a concert, like they get real intimate with the crowd, like where it's just a piano, he's talking. It's kind of almost like a rock doc style, but live.
It's like a performance.
That's the
Remember
artist
rock docs?
Performance act.
Yeah.
Remember how motherfuckers VH1 rock docs? Fucking, I believe fucking Kanye was on there. Sorry, bro, but he was dressed like Pee Wee Herman. You know
That's crazy.
And he was sitting on the floor and he was rocking back and forth. You can go pull that shit up. He was rocking back and forth like just singing in auto tune. Like I'm like, okay. I guess rock docs have changed now.
So you respect the artist Kevin Gates?
Yes.
What about the dude Kevin Gates? Because he does suck on toes and he eats ass.
Me and him gonna have to talk about it. We gonna have to talk about it, church. Like, I ain't tripping. Do your thing. Hey, listen, homie.
He's known for that though. This is
He
like
talks
Tucker
about that.
can
He
do
raps
it.
about that.
Tucker.
Shit.
The reason why I got on Tucker is because Tucker was claiming something else, so he had to get checked on that. If that's what Kevin Gates likes to do, and that's what he wants to do in his spare time, hey man, so be it. He's not pimping.
I feel
He's
that.
not
I feel
pimping,
that.
bro.
I feel
So
that. That was your issue.
Yeah, that's I can't sit there and not.
Because I suck my girl's toes, bro. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna keep it real, bro.
But listen, but you're not trying to claim to do certain different things outside the box, homie.
I feel you.
You gotta think.
No, that makes sense. That makes total sense. That makes total sense.
Not y'all, but just even some of the people. Let's use our minds. Some of the people that I've got on have claimed the same game, claimed the same life. It's like gangbanging, homie. You know what I'm saying? You don't say that you're from there and you really
it's
not.
It's like a rapper rapping
somebody
about
that's really from there.
Yeah.
Right or wrong. You can't expect them to be nice like, oh yeah, just because you claim the hood, I'm going to shake your hand. But, nigga, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And you have to get to fucking explaining who you are and fast.
on camera right now.
On camera. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, I'm trying to see that though. That would be dope because I feel like a lot of heavy hitters in the game fuck with you, and
they
I feel
do,
like
bro. A lot of them.
You have.
I never knew. Like, and I think some people. I'll be real with you. And I'm not trying to say this wrong because I know what you say can always be dissected,
taken out of context,
100,000 different ways. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna try to. I think that they want to fuck with me solely, outside the box from everybody else. Just me and a camera, hey, and it just goes up on your shit, Sharp. I want you to have this. That makes any sense.
No, I feel it.
Does that make sense to you, honestly?
Yeah, it does, because at the end of the day, you also, if it's on a certain platform,
some people fuck with the person and maybe not the platform.
Right.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. Like, bro, and I had to really look at that. I'm like, maybe that's what that kind of can lead to. People don't fuck with certain shit, so they don't fuck with it at all.
Right.
Even though they like my shit, like Sharp's fucking amazing. Sharp's fucking funny as fuck. I watch his shit now.
But let me ask you
me and
this.
my girl get a laugh every night, you know. But
what do you say to people who come at you like that? Because you don't have your own shit right now, right? Like, do they say that knowing you? Because that's an easy curveball too, you know, where it's like, hold on, I fuck with you, Sharp. Let's do it on your shit, even though they don't even know you got your own shit.
But I think that's why people want to see me off. It's like they're chanting it to me in so many ways. Like, I hear it all the time. Can't wait till Sharp starts his own shit. Can't wait till Sharp starts his own shit. And I will have something coming. Like I said, the perspective.
Sharp vlogs.
Perspective. I'm gonna try to bring some different things. I'm gonna try to bring a different twist to it, and I'll start it eventually. Man, I'm so tied up with doing, bro. I knock so much fucking content out on me. I do so much already that sometimes I don't even be having time for myself. Like, I'm always with somebody. I'm always doing something. I try to find the time for myself, man. My alone time be everything, you know? Because I'm always around somebody. I'm always doing something, you know?
No, I feel that too.
So it's just like, even that alone time, even I'm just sitting there, nigga, scratching my balls watching the game, nigga. Real nigga shit. Like, I'm just, it's cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like my alone time.
Yeah, I think you definitely have to balance it too. And then also, I'm
a hot commodity, dog. I'm a target. So everywhere I go, and they're Sharp. Hey man, let me get Sharp airports, wherever, dog. And I be by myself a lot, homie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having my security with me, like moving with me, homie. You know what I'm saying? Having people like, you know what I'm saying, my homies like moving with me, but there's a lot of times I'm by myself, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, fuck, bro, like, that shit do get overwhelming sometimes, homie.
Who's on that third slot for top 3 people you trying to interview? We got Tate, Kevin Gates. What we got, third one?
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Love Britney. I would, church.
Not top 3 though. Not
maybe top 5.
She's in the top 5. I love Britney.
But third
I love
is-
Britney. I'd have to interview Roseanne Barr before her.
who's that?
You don't know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Roseanne Barr? Look at the camera, he's like, yeah. That's one of the ones. I like what she did with Joe Rogan. She did an interview, you know, that was America's Mom at one point in time, dog.
Wait, who is she?
What is it from the show Roseanne?
Roseanne.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Her actual name is Roseanne.
Yeah, I fuck with Roseanne.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I watched all that shit, bro, coming up.
That shit used to always come on, like,
'cause
late
you know
at
why,
night,
bro?
like, at, like,
it
11.
showed you, because you know why, homie? I think for people that didn't have families, it showed you, like, hey, you could be a part of that one.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
watched it. You felt a part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their household was normal, nigga. They wasn't rich.
No facts.
That's how I feel about all of them though. Like Bel Air,
The
Fresh Prince of
Cosby
Bel Air,
Show.
Family Matters.
Family Matters.
All of them.
It
It's
wasn't
like
rich
you felt
peace,
like
some
you was
People
Hell,
don't,
home.
people
man.
don't, but and them, all them shits, man. Martin, all that shit was in living color, man. All that shit was dope. You don't see that anymore. Look how it's changed, bro. It's changed. It's none of that anymore. It's none of that. That was the good shit. That was the good
What
shit.
is what is Sharp's favorite movie to watch when you need some inspiration or some motivation?
My favorite movie. You know, bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't look to movies for it. I'm too busy trying to find it.
So you need it
I
in the
can't
real
find it. I
world,
know I ain't gonna find it in no fucking movie.
the physical world.
It's not gonna physically give it to me, because it's on a movie.
Right.
So I gotta go physically find it.
So, like, what do you like to do then, as far as like when
get
you
that
do-
To get that motivation.
Yeah.
To just know that even when I'm down, right? And I hope this answers it. Like, this is how I treat myself. Like, if I think I need some motivation or something, right? Or something like that, I just understand that this is all a part of the process. I'm going through this for a reason. There's always a reason of why you're going through it in your season.
Gotta trust
You know
it.
what I'm saying? You gotta find what that is. That's your learning lesson.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. It's happening to you because you're supposed to find a learning lesson in
Figure it out to get
You're
to the
supposed to
next
find
level.
one. Most people complain and bitch, bro. Everybody wants to. You know what I noticed? Like I said, we live in a world, right? We live in a world that everybody wants to cry, kick, and scream to the finish line, and then when we get there, they want to put the gold medal on first. But they cried, kicked, and screamed the whole way. We had to drag them. We're a team.
They're trying
We
to
had to
find
drag
the
them, but they
easy
want to.
way
But
out.
they want to get the trophy first. When they get up, they want to hold it first.
Right.
And people do that shit these days. It's actually accepted. If that makes any sense, what I'm saying. You know, you can't kick, cry, and scream your fucking way to the finish line, homie.
Yeah.
Fucking get there. All that shit's gonna be roadblocks. It's gonna stop you.
Is there ever a finish line?
There is, bro. When you die.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So what you gonna leave behind?
Legacy.
Some dust.
It's like
'cause
this
I'm running
studio.
fast.
Well,
You get
I'm
the
being
studio
for real, bro.
ones.
Like, what are you gonna leave behind? What legacy that you can feel like? When you do pass, when you're old, like you felt like, hey man, like, do you feel like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
What do you feel like you would leave now if you did tomorrow?
leave now. I mean, just all the content I've created. Like that's really how I'm
It's
living.
legacy.
It's like this shit lives forever.
You've done some dope shit behind
shit
the
lives-
camera.
this shit lives
you don't
forever.
always see the cameraman, so people, I guess, they'd be like, "Well, how is that legacy?" Well, you've done a lot. I'll vouch for you for that. You've done a lot of shit behind the scenes. Like you've slung that motherfucker.
Well,
bro.
that's the cool thing doing a lot of the No Jumper vlogs, right?
Yeah.
It's like this is my viewpoint.
It's like tagging, huh? It's like I got some dope ass shit, but nobody really.
No
knows.
one really knows, but it's like, but really, it's like
Tight, you know what I'm
Yo, this is
saying?
my work.
this is you guys are looking at it how I control it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what kind of blows my mind sometimes is the fact that it's like, bro, like
Would you consider that low level manipulation?
You're creating.
I manipulate the fuck out of edits, yeah, for sure. That's why I like
There it
vlogging.
goes. Hey, there it goes. I thought I would pop that question because it was fitting.
I feel like anybody that's successful manipulated their surroundings and their environment.
There's ways
right?
like
you have to at least
to cater to
understand
them.
manipulation.
I mean, you
It all
could
starts with a belief.
you could
right?
manipulate.
You believe it first.
Yeah.
I feel like
Or you
there's
gotta see it.
I feel like there's ethical manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Say you're manipulating someone
Maybe
to benefit both of y'all.
Maybe influence.
They just don't know it
might
because
be
that
a
happens a
better
lot.
word.
Where it's like, bro, you just because you can't see the vision, that's what directing is. You got to manipulate the fuck out of all these people to believe in your vision.
Yeah.
Like, because if they don't, why are you here? So it's like, bro, sometimes you got to manipulate people to be like, yeah, even if they can't see the vision. And then it'll just.
I don't think it's manipulating.
Hopefully they clear it.
I think influence is a better word.
What's the difference?
This is looking out at that point to me. If that's what you were doing, like if you knew this was gonna better you
Both
and
of
that
them.
other
And
person,
they don't see it, yeah.
and they don't see it, sometimes you got to pick
Hey.
up the ball. They'll
Yeah.
thank you later. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't see it. And be
Exactly.
like, see, this is what I was telling you. That's why I just put us in it anyway.
I think there's a difference between picking
They're
up
not
the.
gonna argue with that.
I think there's a difference between picking up the slack and manipulating someone to
People
help
only
you.
argue with you when you
know?
lose. That's the
Yeah.
only time they ain't gonna argue with you when you won and you knew that was something that really worked out. The only time they can't talk shit.
Or when they're
It's
intimidated.
happening.
Or when hey, Sharp be talking that shit.
Or when-
I'm just keeping it in the
Sharp
bag,
be
right?
talking that. He be
Niggas
talking
got
that
nothing
talk.
to say
Bruh.
when you win.
Like yo, Sharp be
That's
talking.
right.
Yo.
But when you lose, bro, you got
Oh,
to hear
I told you shouldn't have. I would have.
Oh man.
But motherfucker win. I knew you could do it.
Oh,
Your punk ass
I
back.
definitely got a lot of
Believe in
those,
me.
bro.
You ain't believe in me.
I got a job at No Jumper.
Crazy.
People at the
How's that for you?
woodworks.
How's
People
that
at the
for you?
woodworks, man. I'm so proud of you. You know,
How's that
it's
for
like,
you? How's that for you?
I love it, bro. I was a fan of No Jumper first. Like,
Let's talk about it a little bit.
what's up? What you
Real
want to
quick,
know?
can I use the bathroom, yo?
Yeah. We got time. We'll take a break. Are we gonna keep potting?
Just keep going.
Why not?
I'll
Let's
run
go.
the bathroom.
Sounds like-
You making trips? Yeah, how often you make trips to the Bay, Sharp?
How often do I make them?
Let's
Not a
go.
lot, unless like I need to be there. Like I was just there recently. I just buried one of my friends.
Oh, rest in peace.
One of my good friends,
Sorry to
Kenny
hear that.
Red, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
we just buried him, I believe, out in Richmond. So I was just there, man. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because I didn't want to go under that circumstance.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
It sucks to go there. You know, people want to fuck with me because people know who I am. You know, so people want to fuck with me, and it's like, damn, I hate having to see even some of my loved ones I ain't seen in a while. You know, under these circumstances, man. I hated seeing my friend like that, man. I cried about that one, bro. I cried about that one. The day it happened, bro. I couldn't believe it. To the ones that know, like I feel like we took a big ass fucking heavy dent in the forehead of the game. That one. You know, because he's a real West Coast factor, man. Like, you know, he helps speak for our side.
I was gonna ask you if you feel like a representative of this, but I feel like you obviously are.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you're like pushing the foreground of like this culture in terms of like content creating?
Back, dog.
You ever get backlash for it?
Of course. You know, from ones that have known me for so long, like you see some of them, or just even knew of me, like, and then you see them now, and like, you know, or they might go make some, oh, you didn't change, like that ain't, you know what I'm saying? The white man cutting his check now, he getting pimped by the white man, and you know, all this extra little weird ass bullshit, and I'm like, I start to really think about it, like, which that ain't even the case, but secondly, like, if you had the opportunity, you would do it too.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
You would take the opportunity
Anybody
too.
would.
If you had it,
If you had the
So
business
why-
that you were trying
so
to.
why knock me?
Right.
Because I made it.
Some hater shit? I would consider that hating. Alright, well shit. Let's talk cars, man.
You want to talk some cars?
Come on, bro. That's what I feel like is a slept-on conversation when people sit down and talk with Sharp. They don't talk to you about the cars because you're into the whips.
Fucked with a lot. I've had a lot of cars. I have, bro. Like I've had some shit. Like I just like to drive what I like to drive. Like I've had Aston Martins all put together.
Because there's a clip on YouTube of you breaking down your. It was a
I've seen
Chevelle.
that.
Chevelle.
seen
And you know
that.
what's so cold? Because
Like 11 years.
my
Yeah.
stupid ass was so proud. Like to what I do now in it. Like I look back and I'm like, I wouldn't have showed that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really wouldn't have showed that. Like I'm like, man, but the car was fucked up before that. So just even me getting it together and
To the point that it was.
yeah, and
it
it's
was
riding and it's outside, man.
Yeah.
Shit,
And are
I
you-
was proud of that.
Are you thinking a lot of people are gonna like the outcome of Sharp is like to see him on early YouTube? Probably not really understand.
was
No one
really
really
neat.
understood what YouTube was.
And you know what? That was on Too Real for TV. Shout out to Michael Maroy, man. And you know what? He was he created content. He would just put it on DVD. That's how long he been doing it.
Bro, that video.
He's been like, if you ever go dive into, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace, man, Michael Malroy. Straight up. He kind of helped pave the way for guys like y'all. Y'all don't even know he's been doing it since back in the day.
For sure.
Shooting
for sure.
all this with his own cameras and just, like, now that I really look at it, this motherfucker was ahead of his time with us.
A lot of the video dudes were ahead of their
He was
time.
ahead of his time with us. Like, he really, like, he caught footage, man. He got footage like a motherfucker. He would narrate shit.
Wow.
He would narrate
Before
some of
the
videos.
TikToks.
It's crazy.
This is before TikToks, anything. Like, this shit didn't exist just yet.
So did he hit you up and was like, yo, I fuck with
Just
your
my
car?
partner, bro. Like, no, it's just my partner. He was just out shooting content that night. And he was like, man, I want to come shoot you because I'm about to get ready to put this other day. He'd like to do documentaries, and he did dope shit, bro. Shout out to him. Shout out to Michael Malroy. Too Real for TV is what it was called. Too Real for TV.
It was really dope to see like the younger Sharp.
Yeah.
Long
You
hair.
had the longer hair going.
Yeah, the long. Hey, he kept it real P, bro. He
I
was
had
looking like
that.
the man,
I
man.
had that hair like that for 17 years.
Wow.
Damn.
That shit was. I was just like, okay, this is. It like you didn't need any validation, but that was just like an extra stamp. Like I've been doing it and it's documented, bitch.
Documented.
Like
And you know what?
ask about me. I was in the Chevelle, keeping it P.
But that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Michael Malroy because he was ahead of his time. He knew what he was doing.
Documenting
He
that
was
shit.
actually
And if he was,
documenting
and I'll tell you this,
that,
even people that knew him, then they knew he knew me. They'd be like, I was at the funeral room. Somebody walked up on me. He said, "Man, I just want you to know, nigga, Malroy be proud of your ass, boy. Malroy be proud of you because this was his vision too.
So that day though,
Was to get us somewhere, man.
Facts.
That was his vision. He fucked with the game. He fucked with the pimp, and I'm not gonna lie, like that's what he fucked with, man. And that's why I think he started leaning towards other things because the shit became highly to them. Oh, it's sex, it's human trafficking now. Now it's bad. It's like, nigga, you can't even catch a nigga even in the suit popping anything or doing anything. It doesn't. This shit is crazy, man. Like dying off, bro.
yeah, I mean, especially with the internet and all the.
We dying off. And I'm not saying for the real ones, because I know the real ones that's out there, man, and shit. Some of them that's gonna probably fall behind it. But y'all, if you don't already know, nigga, you don't see what I'm talking about. Straight up, it's different out here. Shit is different. It's not the same.
No, I definitely agree. But let's go back to that day when you filmed that shit. Did someone pitch you on it? Like, did he was just like, oh, all right, this is gonna be,
No,
give me the rundown on your car.
We was at fucking at Kelly's, right there off Industrial, right next to motherfucking right next to Little Darlings. We was out there, like, and he just pulled up and he was just like, hey man, show, you know what I'm saying, show us what it is. Hey, for sure, here, church. But I knew him already. He was just out filming.
He just had his camera with him.
So are you still building cars right now, or what? What you got in the garage?
I still got Miss Pearly. Okay.
Come on, man. Who's Miss Pearly?
Nose Kate. And, you know,
Who's
still
Miss
got
Pearly?
her
Yeah.
pretty ass Pearl, white Pearl, 79 El Camino.
Oh, she sound pretty.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With all 80s conversions.
She sound pretty.
Come
it's
on,
got,
man. You don't know
it's
about
got
Miss
all the
Pearly.
It's got all the roll bumper, everything. You know, I used to race that car.
On the track. You've told me stories. That's why I want to highlight this
You know what's
shit.
so cold? Because, nigga, like, I never raced a car. I was had my homie Stevie driving the car. Shout out to my nigga Lil Stevie. That was my nigga from the north. He always drove the car. Niggas used to always talk shit like, yeah, nigga, but you don't drive your own car. I said, nigga, but beat that motherfucker. But beat that motherfucker.
That's a different
I said,
type of
nigga,
flex.
I said, I don't
built
give a
it.
fuck, nigga, if Jesus take the wheel, nigga.
I built
I don't
them
care who
ones.
drive your car, nigga, but push that motherfucker up the block. And we was some of them ones, bro. Like, shout out to BJ, Lil Stevie, like, just niggas I know, like, that really, like, we really tried to go race. You know what I'm saying? SS Ken, Bow Wow, like, niggas that would play with it. Like, niggas I would see have their cars out.
Yeah.
No, I respect it. I mean,
You know, just some people, like, that was just some people I could just think off my mind. I'm trying to think of, man, my nigga D Weez.
were you clubbing like that?
I was from a club,
Okay.
the Royals. I was.
So how'd you-
That's why I say my nigga D Weez, like,
Come
my
on,
nigga
man,
D.
shout
Louis.
that shit
My
out.
nigga D Louis, like, for real, like, nigga racing, like, nigga, we would go racing. It was, you know, and niggas would always act calm, but nigga, shit, you feel that shit, nigga, your car lose, boy.
That's a different
You
flex.
look at your car different.
How'd you get into racing in the cars and shit like
Just
that?
fucking with my niggas. Just being
Out
outside,
on the
fucking with my
field.
niggas. Just being outside, bro. I was like, oh yeah, nigga, I can fuck with that. Come on, let's
Like
rock.
other homies had nice cars, and you was
Yeah,
like,
my nigga, and that's what I did, bro. And I fucked with it. You know what? It was hella fun, my nigga.
Yeah.
It was.
No,
it
I
was
love
great.
cars.
And like I said, the Elko is full off frame, bro. It's got an all chrome undercarriage, all tubular suspension.
See, that's what, man.
You
We
know
gotta
what
do
I'm
a breakdown
saying?
YouTube
You know what I'm
video.
saying? Like it's called. It's still on Rucci Stagger. So I've had the back end notch made. Shout out to Droop. Droop did my notch in the back, so the wheels could sit more deep in the back, skinnier in the front.
Is it a thing to cruise the strip? Is that like you be cruising the strip in
Hell
it?
yeah, if you're a car, hell yeah, that's flexing itself. Cause that's something you built, nigga.
You let us push it for one night or a weekend. Or something?
The car was, I won fastest on rims at the Fontana Raceway. I won fastest on rims, first place.
But
I was supposed to race a couple people, but they didn't end up bringing their car that day, so I ended up like fucking around racing somebody else. Nigga tried to bet me 10,000. I was like, nah. He wanted to bet me at Audi. He wanted to bet me 10 bands.
Versus the
And
old
the
school.
that motherfucker was whooping all day too. Like he was running the track real good. Like the couple times that I did see it, it was running good. Wanted to bet 10 bands, bruh.
Yeah.
We end up racing. We don't race for the 10 bands, but we end up racing. Like we end up just lining up at the same time. You know what I'm saying? My homie's driving my car, and you know he green lighted or whatever, and oh boy, like mega, my car just took off, bro. He tried to chase it down, just couldn't catch it.
Sheesh.
I had the motor ran through. I had it bored out 60 over, so the motherfucker was already. The walls were max. The walls were paper thin with pretty much big block parts in it. It's a small block with big block parts in it. It was a 441. It was a 400. I had it at a 408 with the 142, but then I went to a 441 and I still had the 142 series supercharger on there.
I'm gonna be real. I lost you at 448 or whatever the fuck. You're
But an easy
It's
10
cool.
though.
Hey, all I know is that shit was fast, dog.
Guys, you
That
know,
shit was killing
Car
them.
guys
You got
don't
this
know
shit
what I'm saying.
turbocharged.
It was a 441. At first, I had it at a 408. I whooped a few people that I wanted to whoop, and I knew I had to go see them again. So I said, "Fuck that!" I took the motor out. I had it bored over 60. Took it to a 441, but I had a 142 series supercharger. It was good for the.
It was supercharger.
It was a smaller one. It worked better when I had it as a 408. The motor. So now
'Cause it's
that
a
I
ratio to torque
now
thing,
that I
right?
had- now that I had a 441, it's like me telling you this, right? I want you to run down the street hella hard, but you got to breathe through this straw.
Right.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
Good
So
analogy,
it'll
good
restrict the motor. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just took the 142 series off. I've had some time to fuck with the car. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at her. I said, "Man, come on, I gotta get your ass back outside." I took the 441 out, taking all the parts out of that. I'm gonna do it Chevy block, aftermarket block, and I'm pro charging it.
So to answer the
So now
question,
I'm
would you let us push it when we're in Vegas?
I was about to have a nice little pro daddy on it.
Can we mob it or what?
Yeah, but nigga, y'all niggas crazy.
He said you gotta
I'm
rent
cool
that
with
shit
bro.
out.
Like,
We need some
yeah,
insurance.
fuck
That was the
hours.
question. I was like, hold on, can we push it though?
Hours, you can do a vlog, and if you do the vlog in the car, bro, you already know what I'm looking for in the mixture of it. Like Stole
Percentage.
Sharp's car for the day.
No.
I'm cool with the vlog.
naming the
Like
title?
Stole Sharp,
Naming the
yeah,
title?
Stole
Okay.
Sharp's
I was thinking,
car
all
for the
right,
day.
but hold on.
No, yeah.
If we crash it,
You paying for that shit?
The whole shit.
50 bands at least. Well, now I'm probably gonna
I'm
say
not.
65.
I'm never
'cause I
saying.
pro
I'm
charge.
look, bro. I respect
pro-charge.
your shit. I would never crash it on purpose. I'm just saying.
I would want what the insurance is going to give me. And the insurance is going to give me in a ballpark because I got classics insurance. So if I always value my car off of what it was appraised on. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm due for a new appraisal and it's going to go up because I got more receipts.
And-
so I tell you this. So whatever the insurance would have paid me, and we'll call them together. Whatever the insurance
Be on
would
a
have
conference
paid me,
call.
right? For what they appraised
We
my car
document
at.
it for the vlog.
For what my car's appraised at, you got to go ahead and cash me out, Cat Daddy.
Okay.
It's a lot of episodes out of focus.
No, I
That's a
respect
lot
that.
of
just started-
episodes
we
out
just-
of focus.
Hold on.
We
We're
just
gonna
started.
get
This is
focus.
this is dropping on no jumper.
We're gonna get in focus.
No, this is dropping on no
okay,
jumper.
no
This,
jumper.
Drop it.
No
this
jumper
ain't
got
this
it.
ain't for BBC. I'm speaking in terms as a no jumper
No
content
jumper gonna pay
creator
for it.
right
This can go
now.
on the company car.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm not wishing
Oh,
I'm not wishing no crashes upon anything. I just know
some money,
some big muscle.
some money,
of
big
bread.
muscle, and big money.
So if we don't crash, go on VBC. if we do crash, it go on no jumper.
I like
It's
that.
going on no
I like
jumper.
that.
Hey,
If it crashes, it's definitely
I
going
like
on
that
no
plan.
jumper.
I like that plan.
Because that's going viral on no jumper. Let's keep
Just
it.
leave it for the title as Stole Sharp's car for a day.
And crash it though, and crash it. People are clicking on that Sharp.
You are kind of right, He's like, come on, dog. I feel like I'm a dad needs a son trying to convince him.
Dad, let me drive the car one time, please.
The whip, I'm telling you, it's cool. Worst case scenario, we get rewarded, Dad. Like, worst case.
We'll film it all.
Like, come on.
Am I ahead of it?
it?
I'm just thinking ahead right now, bro. Nah,
That's
man.
how it made me feel. I feel like he's convincing me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's all gonna be okay.
I'm getting it off,
It's
bro.
all gonna be cool.
I'm really potting right now,
That's
man.
What's
good.
worst case scenario? Car gets lost, but we still get rewarded. How? We got footage. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, I'm saying we could still make the insurance claim, Sharp. I'm not saying we're gonna, you'll still get paid
No,
back.
we cannot.
No, we cannot. Yeah, no, we cannot.
No, we cannot.
Listen,
Look at the room.
I'm
Who's in the room with us?
I'm
I see some electronics.
I'm responsible for my actions. So if we're
Yes,
recording,
you
if
are.
we're recording crash,
Okay, what I'm gonna
I'm
do
gonna make
is-
sure I got insurance
what
to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
do
My
is-
premium might go up,
You need
but
to
I'm gonna
make sure
sacrifice
you-
that for content.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I don't want
sacrifice
State
that.
Farm to drop me for you and for a
Yeah.
fucking
I would
video.
never. That's not
Whose
even.
insurance
Shout out
to go
to
That's
on?
like
Shout out to
snitching.
State Farm.
Bro,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
They gotta get you on there. Yeah, they gotta get you on there. Yeah. Come on, Sharp on the NBA.
Wait, hey, it's like a boyfriend stressing his girl out like at night, like who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Sharp from State
It's just Sharp from State Farm, and then you look at camera and you're like,
He winks like
you got the khakis on and everything.
I'm like this. Jake ain't here no more. He's in absence.
No, we
I'm
go.
filling in for
You know, I'm
Jay.
filling in for Jake for a little bit, man. But I'd love to work with State Farm. That'd be dope. All in all, like I have fun with the car, man. Like,
No,
I
that's-
got the car coming up. I haven't drove in a while, bro. I've been just hella busy. So I've actually pulled the car out of the garage. Like I got the car back up to the shop. I pulled the motor out, and I'm building a new little heartbeat for it.
I'm excited to
It's gonna
see,
be a
man.
little scary, bro.
If you need,
Car be
listen,
scary.
we document shit. So whenever you need that shit documented, you know who to hit. No insurance
I
jobs
got you.
necessary.
I got you.
no insurance
I
necessary.
think it'd be fun, bro. If y'all ever want to like fuck with like if y'all ever want to like vlog and do shit like that, even with the Vegas car scene, bro. I got plug into that, man. So like you can definitely I can definitely get you around some top notch shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit motherfuckers is really doing out there, man. Shout out to Vegas, man, to that car scene. Everybody. They even fucks with it, even plays with it.
Man,
So-
that'd be fire. But look, hey, before we wrap up, because we've been going a while. It's been a fire pod.
This has been good.
It's Halloween time now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the pimp costume, bro? Because that was kind of Kelpy.
Mockery.
Exactly, right? Like it's
Mockery,
like
bro.
it's kind of disrespecting the culture, right?
But you know what? I start to look at it. Every culture gets disrespected Halloween.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
They all
That's
eat
the
it.
day.
But
to
no one,
eat it.
but
Yeah,
no
you
one's
gotta
That's
eat
the
it.
day. You gotta kind of eat that shit.
no one's getting canceled being a pimp though. They might get canceled for being an Indian chief, but they're not getting canceled for being a pimp. So it's like, what's up with that?
Well, we
But you'll
just
actually get canceled for being a pimp.
you get canceled.
That's real.
You'll get canceled. And that's why I had to change my life. You know what I'm saying? And I had to walk a different path. And you know what, bro? I'm putting a lot into my craft today, and I'm blessed that it's paying off.
Yeah,
We
sure.
see it, man.
I'm
This
really,
is
I'm really blessed that it's paying off.
we sat down with the content creator Sharp tonight, bro. Like this is
Yeah, man.
This is
and
the-
I think it's dope, man. You know that y'all don't judge my background, man. You know, because I don't judge y'all's. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you ain't never like did some weird, like some real weird.
who are we to
shit.
who are we to judge?
This is
Shit.
weird ass
But no,
shit.
I'm saying like some shit motherfuckers ain't
Yeah.
supposed to.
Right.
And we all know what I'm saying. Like just some shit you ain't
Yeah.
supposed to. Nigga raping bitches or doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I fuck with all y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed like this is a piece of my transition, man. And I love walking my story. I like people walking through my story with me, like how y'all kind of try to. And like we touched a lot of things, but just those pieces.
Well, because the thing is, like, sitting, like, thinking about this content, right? I was like, look, I could interview Sharp one-on-one, but a lot of people know his story. And it's not a lot of, like, we just sit here, we trying to just shoot the shit. keep it regular. That's why I wanted to start this pod with all these dudes, you know?
It was dope because we didn't have to close up from it. It was very inviting, and I appreciate you for like just even with the bottles and just certain shit that you know about me. You showed me that you do respect me and you watch me. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch what I do.
We all do.
So I respect it, man. All y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? My man got some fucking the Sharp Tank, man, sweats on.
That's a fact.
Come on, bro. That's love right there, bro, folks.
Belt.
Love you just because, you know.
Because you got the sweats
real
on, man.
niggas. No,
Come on, man.
Like a real nigga, like, no, I support because you supported them.
Yeah.
Like, I got love for that. I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't get no support.
That's real.
But you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, man, just all of us, bro. Like, just, I just, all I'm gonna say is, fuck all the bullshit, man. I respect y'all, man.
Shout out to the Sharp one, man. For real, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Episode 16 of Out of Focus, man. Moral of the story.
I appreciate you for having me.
16th
Keep
letter.
it P, bruh.
Hey, man.
16th letter.
Episode 16 with a real 16. You read it. Hey, man. Shoot us out the motherfucking gym.